Hey everyone! Ready for a deep dive into something incredible? Today, we're heading straight to the foothills of the Himalayas to explore the world of traditional medicine in Himachal Pradesh in India.
It's a place where, for generations, people have turned to the mountains for healing. For remedies, I mean.
Like a natural pharmacy right in their backyard.
Exactly. They've used what nature provides to find balance and, well, yeah, well-being. For everything, from simple everyday aches to more serious stuff.
That's fascinating. We've got a ton of research here, articles, and all sorts of things to help us unpack it all. But what I'm really curious about is, how does this ancient wisdom connect to the modern world? I mean, are we talking old school teas and stuff, or is there more to it?
Oh, there's definitely more to it.
Yeah.
Way more. I mean, yeah, some remedies are pretty straightforward, like using ginger if your stomach's upset, but others are way more complex. Some of them even have a real role in modern medicine these days.
Whoa, okay, I'm already hooked. So it's not just about individual plants then, it's more like a whole system of knowledge, right? A system that's been perfected over centuries.
You got it. It's like a well, yeah, a deep, deep well of wisdom.
Okay, let's start our journey then. I'm picturing us, I don't know, trekking through these amazing landscapes, discovering these plants as we go. Where do we even begin?
How about the Kulu Valley? It's known for all that lush greenery. It's home to some pretty cool plants like aloe vera. You probably recognize that one, right?
Water,
Yeah.
for sunburns. So even in the Himalayas, some things are universal, huh?
Exactly. But while we're in the Kulu Valley, we got to meet the cheer pine. Now, this isn't your typical pine tree, the kind you see in suburban yards.
Oh, okay, so what's so special about this cheer pine?
Locals have been using its sap forever, it seems, to help with breathing problems. It's like nature's inhaler, I guess you could say.
Whoa, using the forest to breathe easier. That's an image. So is that all it's good for?
Nope, not even close. The oil from the cheer pine, well, they use that for massages too. Eases aches and pains. It's really a testament to how versatile these plants can be.
Okay, I'm starting to see how connected these remedies are to, well, yeah, the land itself. What's next on our able hike?
Let's crank it up a notch. Altitude-wise, I mean. Let's head to Spiti Valley.
Spiti Valley, okay.
Yeah, this place is known for its, well, pretty harsh conditions. I mean, it's rough up there. So the plants that grow there, well, they got to be tough, resilient.
Makes sense. Only the strong survive, right? What kind of botanical warriors are we talking about here?
Okay, so picture this. Bright orange berries clinging to those mountain slopes. Sea buckthorn, like tiny powerhouses they are, packed with vitamin C, antioxidants. Locals use them for everything, boosting immunity, keeping their skin healthy.
Sea buckthorn, the ultimate survival fruit. And speaking of surviving tough environments, beauty is known for saffron too, right?
Yes, exactly. But it's not just a fancy spice. Saffron has this long history of being used in the region to lift your mood and even as an anti-inflammatory. It's like this perfect example of the link between mental and physical well-being in traditional healing anyway.
Wow, saffron. The mood-boosting mountain treasure. I'm telling you, this is way more exciting than I thought it'd be. Where do we trek to next?
Let's go west, shall we? To the Chamba region. We'll find Guduchi there. So if you're ever feeling, under the weather in Chamba, Guduchi's your go-to, known for its immune-boosting powers.
Gotcha. So if I'm battling a cold in Chamba, I'm reaching for the Guduchi, like nature's defense system, huh? Anything else it's used for?
Oh yeah, for sure. Guduchi's a multitasker.
Yeah.
It's also used for, managing diabetes and even some skin conditions.
Sure.
So it's all about the holistic approach.
Right. It's not just treating one thing, it's about the whole body, right?
Exactly. And while we're in Chamba, we can't forget about ashwagandha. You might notice Indian ginseng, this plant. This one's all about restoring balance and vitality, especially when, stress is getting to you.
Wait, hold on. Are you saying there's a plant that can help me deal with my never-ending to-do list? Because I'm all ears.
Think of ashwagandha as your, personal stress-fighting ally. Helps your body adapt to pressure, regain energy.
Okay, sign me up for the ashwagandha train. So we've covered north, central, west. What's next?
Let's head south to the Kangra Valley, a place famous for, tea plantations. We'll find some familiar faces there. Ginger and Tulsi, or holy basil.
Ginger, for an upset stomach. I'm already picturing a steaming cup of ginger tea after a long day of exploring the Himalayas. But is that all it's good for?
Oh no. In Kangra, ginger is, well, it's more than just a flavor. Think digestive issues, nausea, even headaches. And Tulsi, that one's revered for its ability to ward off infections. Especially in the colder months, it's like a shield against colds and coughs.
Amazing how these, everyday plants have so much potential. As we're exploring these regions, is there a theme emerging for you?
What strikes me is the focus on, well, adaptable solutions. These plants are often used for so many different issues, not just one specific ailment. It's about supporting the body's natural ability to heal and maintain balance.
I like that. Adaptable solutions. It's like nature saying, "Hey, I got you covered. All right, lead the way. I'm ready for more. Where to next?"
Let's venture into the Mandi region, known for its diverse plant life. We'll encounter moringa there. Maybe you know it as the miracle tree.
Moringa, the one that's like a multivitamin in a plant. Tell me more.
It's loaded with nutrients, antioxidants, and it's used for a ton of stuff. Addressing malnutrition, aiding digestion, supporting heart health. It's really like nature's one-stop shop for wellness.
Okay, moringa is going on my must-try list. What else can we find in the Mandi region?
Well, alongside that nutritional powerhouse, there's licorice. But not the candy you're thinking of, probably.
Hold on, are we talking about actual licorice? Like the black licorice candy?
Yeah, the same. But we're focusing on the root here. Been used for ages for its soothing properties, especially for, coughs, sore throats, and even ulcers.
The ultimate soother, huh? I would never guessed licorice had, medicinal uses.
It's like a great example of how something totally ordinary can have these, incredible healing powers. Just goes to show there's always something new to discover, right?
I'm feeling that sense of discovery for sure. Okay, let's keep moving. Where are we headed next?
Let's go southeast to the Surmar region. Known for its biodiversity, that's where we'll find Ashoka, a plant that's particularly important for women's health.
Oh, interesting. Tell me more about that. How is it used in women's health?
Traditionally, it's been used for all sorts of gynecological issues, menstrual problems, uterine disorders, things like that. And they even think it has calming effects too, like helps with anxiety.
So Ashoka is like a multifaceted supporter of women's well-being then. That's amazing how these plants have such, specific benefits. Anything else we're discovering in Sirmoor?
Well, there's one that might surprise you. Nettle.
Wait, nettle? The plant that stings you if you, brush up against it?
That's the one. But don't let that fool you, it's actually full of iron and vitamins. Traditionally, they use it to treat all sorts of things, from arthritis to urinary tract infections.
Wow, nettle.
Yeah.
The misunderstood healer. That's like the perfect example of how we overlook nature's power sometimes. Okay, I'm ready for a change of scenery. What's next?
Let's journey east to Canon, a region known for its rugged terrain and those amazing views. That's where we'll find rhodiola, a real survivor in those tough environments.
Rhodiola. That name sounds like mythical. What's the story with this one?
So rhodiola is, get this, it's what's known as an adaptogen. Think of it as a personal trainer for your stress response system.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. So it helps you deal with stress.
Yeah, exactly. It helps your body handle pressure, whether it's from a crazy deadline at work or just like everyday life. And it helps boost energy, stamina, even mental clarity.
Mental clarity. Rhodiola, the mental clarity mountaineer. I could use some of that. Any other treasures hiding in Kinnar?
Oh yeah. Prepare yourself for this one. We're talking Himalayan yew.
Himalayan yew. That sounds familiar. Why do I know that name?
Well, this tree is kind of a big deal in modern medicine, especially in cancer treatment.
Wait, are you serious? This ancient tree is helping fight cancer?
You got it. The bark of the Himalayan yew has this compound called paclitaxel. They use it in chemotherapy.
Yeah?
To fight certain types of cancer.
My mind is blown. Seriously, I never would have guessed that. It just goes to show the importance of protecting these natural treasures, right?
Absolutely. And it speaks to the potential that's still out there, in these ancient traditions. Who knows what else is waiting to be discovered?
Okay, I'm definitely hooked. This is way more than just a deep dive into plants. This is a deep dive into the potential of nature itself. Let's take a minute to process all this, and then I'm ready to hear more about how these ancient remedies are showing up in the modern world. All right, I've caught my breath, I think. After that whole Himalayan yew thing. It's amazing how these plants are so much more than just remedies, They're woven into the fabric of life in Himachal Pradesh. So before we jump into the modern stuff, are there any other plant superstars we should meet?
We've covered a lot, but there are a couple more. Ones that definitely deserve a standing ovation. Remember saffron?
Yeah.
From Speedy Valley? The mood booster?
Oh yeah, Kezar. It's more than just a spice, right?
Exactly. In traditional medicine, Kezar or saffron is used to, lift your mood,
Yeah.
helps fight depression. And they also believe it promotes radiant skin and helps with digestion too.
So it's like beauty, brains, and gut health all rolled into one. That's pretty impressive. Okay, who else is headlining our Herbal Hall of Fame?
Let's talk neem. You've probably heard of it, maybe even used it before, in soap or toothpaste or something.
Neem, yeah, it's like the ultimate multitasker. I was reading about its antibacterial and antifungal properties. But what about in Himachal Pradesh? How is it used there?
It's a total staple in traditional medicine, used for everything. Skin conditions, dental problems, you name it. And just like a lot of the plants we've been talking about, it's also known to boost immunity.
Okay, I'm seeing a pattern here. These plants are like multi-talented. It's like nature's way of providing well-rounded support. What's the next plant superstar? What else do we need to know about?
Get ready for this one. It sounds like something straight out of like a fantasy novel. We're talking cordyceps. It's a rare, high-altitude fungus. You find it in the Himalayas.
Hold on, a fungus. Now I'm really intrigued. Tell me more.
Okay, so imagine a fungus, right? But it grows on caterpillars high up in the mountains. That's cordyceps. And get this, it's supposed to have like incredible energy boosting properties.
Wait, a fungus that grows on caterpillars and it gives you energy. Okay, that officially wins the prize for the most intriguing plant. How does that even work?
Well, they're still studying it, but researchers think it has these compounds that increase, your body's production of ATP.
ATP, remind me what that is again.
It's basically the fuel that powers your cells. So it's like cordyceps is giving your cells a little extra pep in their step. That's why some people call it a natural energy drink, but without the jitters and the crash.
Wow, a fungus that's a natural energy drink. I gotta say, I came into this whole deep dive thinking it would be, I don't know, all teas and tinctures, but this is blowing my mind. What else is there to know about cordyceps?
Aside from that energy boost, it's also traditionally used to support the immune system. And some people even believe it has, anti-aging properties.
Anti-aging. Okay, now I'm really paying attention. So, cordyceps. The ultimate multitasker, boosting energy, supporting immunity, and maybe even like fighting aging. It's almost too good to be true. Are there any downsides?
Well, the thing is, it's a pretty rare fungus.
Yeah.
And expensive. And like any natural remedy, it's always a good idea to talk to your doctor before you start using it, especially if you have like any other health conditions going on.
Good point. Just because something is natural doesn't mean it's safe for everyone.
Right.
Or that it's a replacement for, conventional medicine. It's about finding that balance, right?
Yeah.
Between ancient wisdom and modern knowledge.
Exactly. And speaking of balance, I think it's time we shifted gears a bit. Let's explore how this wisdom from Himachal Pradesh, the traditional medicine, how is it finding its place in the modern world?
Yes. That's what I'm really curious about. Are we talking a full-on revival, or is it more subtle than that?
It's a bit of both, honestly. On the one hand, you've got this growing trend of people looking for natural remedies. They want something holistic, something that deals with the root cause, not just, masking the symptoms.
It's like we're coming full circle, rediscovering the power of nature in a world that's become so disconnected from it.
That's it, exactly. And we see it everywhere, in the supplements we take, the beauty products we use.
Give me some examples. How are these plants from Himachal Pradesh showing up in the mainstream?
Well, think about ashwagandha, the one we were talking about before. For stress, it's become a pretty popular supplement. For managing anxiety,
Yeah.
You'll even find it in some teas and chocolates now.
Wait, ashwagandha chocolate. Now you're talking my language. What other examples come to mind?
Turmeric's another one. It's a classic spice in Indian food, but it's getting super popular for its anti-inflammatory properties. You'll find it everywhere these days. Supplements, smoothies, you name it. And of course, there's neem. Showing up in all sorts of skincare products these days for its antibacterial and skin-soothing benefits.
So these ancient remedies they're going mainstream. It's fascinating to see them being validated by modern science and embraced by a wider audience. It's like the wisdom of the past is meeting the needs of the present. What about research, though? Is there any scientific backing for all these, traditional uses?
Oh, absolutely. Scientists are like all over the world studying these plants. They're trying to figure out how they work, what makes them tick, and they're exploring their potential for, developing new treatments and stuff.
That's exciting. It's like we're on the edge of a whole new era of natural medicine, combining ancient wisdom with cutting-edge science. So what are some of the most promising areas of research? What's got everyone buzzing?
Well, there's a lot of interest in in cordyceps, you know, that crazy fungus we were talking about. Researchers are looking into its potential for like enhancing athletic performance and supporting the immune system, all that. And then, of course, there's all the ongoing research into the Himalayan yew, you know, and its role in cancer treatment.
So there's like a ton of potential here, both for understanding these traditional remedies and for, you know, developing new innovative treatments. It feels like we're just scratching the surface of, well, of what these plants can teach us.
You said it.
Yeah.
And that brings us to a really important question. What does all this mean for us, for our health, I mean, and for the future of healthcare?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? We've covered so much today, from, you know, exploring those different regions of Himachal Pradesh to understanding the power of these ancient plants, and now we're starting to see how this, you know, this traditional knowledge is showing up in modern life. But where do we go from here? What's next?
I think the key is recognizing that this is just the beginning. It's like we've just started a conversation, you know, a much bigger conversation. The plants of Himachal Pradesh, they have so much to teach us, not just about healing, but about, you know, the interconnectedness of nature and well-being.
That's a beautiful way to put it. It's not just seeing these plants as like remedies, you know, it's seeing them as guides, as teachers, as reminders of nature's power to heal and restore balance. You know, it's a lot to process. All this information about, you know, the medicinal plants of Himachal Pradesh, it's like we've opened this treasure chest of like ancient wisdom, and I kind of feel overwhelmed, you know, by like how much knowledge is out there.
It is. It really is a lot to take in. But that feeling of being overwhelmed, it might be a sign of just how disconnected we've become, you know, from nature and its healing potential.
Yeah, I think you're right. This whole deep dive has been a real wake-up call for me. It's like I've been, I don't know, walking past this incredible pharmacy, this natural pharmacy, I mean, and I didn't even realize it. But now that we've, you know, peeked behind the curtain, so to speak, what do we do with this knowledge? How do we actually use it, integrate these ancient practices into our, you know, our modern lives and all that?
Well, I think the first step is it's about changing our perspective. It's not just about, you know, taking a turmeric supplement or using a neem face cream. It's got to be more than that. It's about understanding, well, the philosophy behind it all, you know, the connection between nature and well-being, the importance of treating the whole person, not just the symptoms.
Makes sense. It's like seeing these plants not just as, you know, quick fixes, but as a part of this bigger system of healing, a system that honors the connection between our bodies and, you know, the environment. But how do we actually do that? Make that shift. I mean, it's easy to feel inspired, right, in the moment, but how do we actually like bring this wisdom into our daily lives?
That's the challenge, isn't it? It's about bridging that gap between ancient wisdom and modern life. And honestly, it starts with like small things. Maybe it's using more spices in your cooking, you know, ginger, turmeric, things like that, or maybe trying a cup of Tulsi tea instead of, you know, your usual afternoon coffee, or even just spending more time in nature, really connecting with the plants and trees.
Those are great ideas. They're simple but powerful. You know, it's about like bringing mindfulness to our choices, realizing that, you know, even the little things, they can make a difference to our health and well-being, I mean.
That's it. And remember, it's a journey, not a destination. You don't have to like change your whole life overnight. Just start with one small thing and see how it feels. Let your curiosity lead you. Explore, you know, explore the world of natural healing with an open mind and an open heart.
I love that. It's about those baby steps, you know, those little moments of intention, and just letting the wisdom of these ancient practices, letting it unfold naturally in our lives. So is there a final thought you want to leave our listeners with? Some nugget of wisdom.
Here's something to think about. Imagine a world where, you know, where the wisdom of traditional medicine and modern healthcare, where they work together seamlessly, where we look to nature not just for, you know, for cures, but for prevention too, and just overall well-being. What role could these ancient practices play in shaping the future of healthcare? I mean, and how can we as individuals, I mean, how can we embrace this knowledge and, you know, and create a healthier, more balanced life for ourselves and for our communities too?
That's a really powerful vision. It's a future where we honor, well, both the wisdom of the past and the possibilities of the present, where we realize that true healing comes from aligning ourselves with nature, you know.
It looks rhythm.
Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and your passion with us today. This has been a truly amazing deep dive.
It's been my pleasure,
Right.
really. And thank you for, for the great questions and for your curiosity. It's been a joy to explore this topic with you.
And to our listeners, we hope you've enjoyed this journey into the heart of Himachal Pradesh's healing traditions. Remember, stay curious, keep exploring, and never underestimate nature's power to heal and inspire. Until next time, stay well.